All right, we're gonna get ready soon. All right. I believe we are online now. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the debut of Rutgers White. Rutgers Varsity White. We are up against MBU, Missouri State. Is it MBU? Yeah, Missouri Baptist University, and I believe the draft's already going down. And yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I am ThatOneDan. Alongside next to me is GreedGreg. I believe that's what I should call you.
Yeah, how's it
Right?
going, folks?
Yeah.
It's Tom, GreedGreg.
All right. I believe we are literally right into the draft. We're a little late, but it's okay. And here we go. Rutgers Varsity White is on the blue side this time around. MBU Spartans will be on the red side. And yeah, we should probably talk about the bans here. The Aatrox, Renata, and Draven being supposedly the bans for Rutgers White. And there we go. What are your thoughts on these bans so far?
Yeah, one top lane ban, two bot lane bans, Renata and Draven, both scary. I one trick Renata because I think she's overpowered. So I agree with that ban. They're banning Maokai. Tank Maokai is really that strong. That's interesting. They're afraid of someone playing that, but I'm not sure. Is
There,
it
it is. It is.
predictable?
Then again, it is possible that a flex could happen because Maokai did get buffed for the jungle, from what I know. But Rutgers Varsity White, they do in fact go for the Hecarim instead. He did get nerfed a little bit, but I don't think he's like nerfed to the ground. If that makes any sense. And we are freaking flying through this draft really quickly. What? Wait, what? Wait. This is not normal. We're not supposed to fly through draft this quickly. What is going on? We need to we need to speed through. We need to speed through these matchups, I guess. I mean, then again,
Yeah, Yuumi, Zillion, two Enchanter bot laners. Renata's out of the picture, so those were the only other two game-changing supports, I feel like. MF and Twitch, I don't know.
yeah, but the Twitch Yumi can get really scary when come towards the mid game. Yumi is also invis with the Twitch, and they can definitely try to catch Rutgers off guard. But we will see if that'll be the case. But we need to talk about that Udyr. That Udyr is wait, actually,
Is it going
Udyr is
jungle?
it is a flex pick. I can tell you that. Udyr did get buffed in the jungle, I believe. His Q did get a little rework, so his Q is actually pretty good, and people are starting to max Q now. So
Oh wait, no, it's 200 IQ plays. That's his Zillion mid, I think.
yes,
They left
uh,
that shit open. Oh, I see.
yeah, his Zillion mid. It does force Varsity White to lack in damage, though. That's a little bit concerning, but they believe. I think they're content with the Zillion and MF. And or the Hecarim. The Hecarim still could build that Manamune, I think, Triforce build.
Ooh, Darius. I
But
like that.
Darius, yeah, they don't. Yeah, Rutgers have no idea if this Udyr is going top or jungle, so they're just gonna pick the Darius. Leave it to the final pick of MBU Spartans, and it seems like Khaled will be the final pick for MBU Spartans. We freaking flew through this draft.
Yeah, I like a Mumu support actually into Yuumi. Something to engage, catch her out when she jumps out and does something stupid. I like that.
And it is, I mean, then again, it is also a very good wombo combo start initiation for Mumut. And I guess we could just quickly run through each matchup. From the way it looks, Udyr is in fact going that jungle, which is kind of expected in terms of the new patch with the new Udyr Q. And yeah.
If Udyr gets some free kills and Yuumi sits on him, he'll be a force. I hope that's not what happens.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. But I'm still a little surprised about Talia mid. Then again, because Talia mid usually does not show up in the mid lane. Usually it's like towards the jungle, because Talia still has that decent wave clear. But
Yeah, maybe he's
with the
looking to make
Talia,
plays on Zillion though, push in, alt bot or top. Because
that is
his
also very true.
he doesn't have
Zillion,
a
yeah,
playmaking support. Like they have a Mumu. I'd be terrified if I'm them. A
yeah.
Mumu support could do work.
It's also either the Mumu or the Hecarim could benefit from that Zillion ulti. So both, but then like looking at the broader picture, both teams do have a very solid initiation. Like Udyr could, well, kind of has a good initiation, but Twitch and Yuumi is probably the big one. Even the Kled, maybe the biggest engage for MBU Spartans. Maybe Talia could wall them off. Kled can just go in, and then suddenly everyone is in the team fight. Whereas Varsity White, they got the Amumu ult, they got the Zillion stun, they have Hecarim ulti, and then MF can easily follow up with her own ulti, and then Darius could just clean up house or even split push. That is also an option. Varsity White has a good 4v4 team composition.
Mm. How does the top lane matchup go? I'm not really sure. Darius, Kled. I feel like it's Darius a little bit. I don't know.
I feel
And Kled's like better for team fighting. I'm not sure.
Kled is probably better in like the actually it is pretty it is very it is very situational where
Mm,
if Darius can land the Qs, Kled does have built-in grievous wounds. Don't forget that part. So
true.
yeah, and yeah, the heal cut could come in handy when Darius tries to go for a trade. It all depends on if Kled can nail that Q and then just go for the W short trade. Because if you look at it, Kled likes shorter trades, but Darius on the other hand does like those longer trades. And with Kled being pretty mobile, it's gonna be a little difficult for Darius to stick onto the Kled. So it really just depends on how both these laners play it out. And soon enough, we'll get into the actual for real draft. Right now, we're waiting on some members of MBU Spartans to get into the lobby. I don't know. Soon enough, we'll get it going. But
Azir ban and Riven ban on round 2 to
yeah,
get the
that is
one
also.
tricks.
I'm surprised. Oh wait, I was gonna say I was gonna say I was. They didn't ban the Echo, and then I see it. It's first banned. The
Yeah, and
Nispro
0
being
and
that
7.
the Nispro Echo Jungle special. They don't want it. They don't want it open at all. They don't want him being comfortable in this debut game.
It's the same with 0 and 7 and Seraphine. As
There's also
ADC,
the 0-7 Seraphine bot lane. Seraphine bot lane is actually really freaking good. I think it's underrated. No one really plays it.
I feel like it's one of those picks that like distorts the game in a weird way past a certain point.
It's
It's
like the
kind of like
Sona.
Tarek.
It's
Yeah,
like
Sona.
Sona Tarek.
Exactly.
That was something. I mean, yeah, it's only funny because you just don't die in lane, just get your items, and then by the time late game moves around, your team just doesn't die. So like it's basically a free win if you can get to like mid to late. And yeah, with 0-7 being assuming he's good at Seraphine, is probably gonna get to that later stage of the game no problem. So MBU do not want any of that in their game. Now the better question is where the heck are these people? They're not showing up. They're not here.
Maybe they're scared. They saw the roster.
Yeah, yeah.
They're a
I'm
little
reading.
rattled, maybe.
I'm reading chat right now, and yeah, chat agrees. It is the fastest draft we've ever seen. Like actually, I think that was probably the fastest draft like ever. Wait,
Oh, Mumu is June. Music is nice. Nice, nice.
yeah, June is music is nice. So we got some familiar faces from club, but we're getting a little update where some people from MBU Spartans is actually AFK. Um, this is gonna get very awkward. Um, uh oh. Ooh. That's not that's not the best way to have a debut game, but still, we're gonna assume that the game is still gonna go on, but I feel like we've covered like so many different points in this draft. Like, what more is there? Like, we did talk about, we didn't really actually touch up on the early game. That's probably a decent place to go, because mid game these team compositions do start to go online, but it's that early game that's going to be probably the deciding factor of which team sets the tempo for each for at least for the later stages of the game, because we all know the Hecarim can just endlessly gank if he wants to. Udyr, on the other hand, really doesn't do. He does basically the same thing as Hecarim, but just not as well. That makes sense at all.
I feel like Yumi and Zillion distort this game extremely. Like they're kind of the X factors. I think they both scale really well too. Like when Zillion gets CDR, his
Yeah.
ult, Yumi jumping around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's as but the yeah, that's the later as the late game does come around, Twitch definitely will be online. And in terms of Rutgers versus White, their late game is not the best.
Yeah, are they
As
on a
Hecarim,
timer?
yeah. They so as of the rules, yes, 20 minutes is the deciding is like when a team can FF
Oh,
or forfeit.
I also meant is Varsity White's roster like on, or like draft on a timer against Yumi, Twitch, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that too, you know?
That one that's one of them, and then the other one is the Yumi on the timer to get those items to keep Twitch online. If not, keep them even more, have an even more bigger presence in the game. Because once that late game rolls around, Rutgers Varsity Whitehead, they have nothing. They don't have much. Like, the MF will be good, but it's gonna fall off. Hecarim also gonna fall off. Zillion might be there, but he's not going to pump out as much damage as something like a Misfortune or like a Darius even.
Yeah, I just hope Amumu can punish Yumi early with MF. I think Owen and Music can do it. It's pretty. Like playing Twitch Yumi against that bot is kind of scary. If they are shoving on you and stuff, you'll lose prio and they'll poke you.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, the viewer the viewer is getting a very large, and hopefully it's not a letdown. We'll hope that everything is online and ready to go. We are getting good news though. We've gotten an update. We have some members of MBU Spartans starting to get online. That's very hype. That's really good. They saved the game. They saved the stream. They saved the debut of Rutgers White. Let's frickin' go. But yeah, and well, I guess we could talk about like what our thoughts are for the match as a whole. I guess like towards that. This is getting really difficult.
LeBron's legacy is in question in the chat. I'm reading from Lol Candela. Interesting.
That is LeBron's legacy in League of Legends? Question mark. Oh boy, we're getting.
Have any of you guys tried Omega Strikers?
Oh, ooh, yeah. I saw you playing that earlier. I don't think I got the key yet. Are they still dropping them?
No,
They're
it's
still
it's
drop.
like it's open now. I think it's
Oh,
open beta.
it's an open beta now. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to. I've been curious of it.
They actually did a partnership with esports clubs from different schools. It's really cool. So you can type
Mm.
in like coupons and get
Oh
emotes from the school.
yeah,
It's crazy that they put that in there.
I think they put Rutgers in there. I'm pretty. Or did they? I don't know.
Yeah, there is a Rutgers one there.
Okay, hell yeah. Oh my god, that is huge, very huge. But here we go. Oh, there it is. We're seeing signs of life from MBU Spartans. Let's frickin' go. Is there? I hope there's one more. But yeah, soon enough. Oh, there we go. Here we go. They are ready. We're about to see some quality League of Legends.
Look at
In
these
like
names.
4 minutes. Yeah, these names are a little interesting. I mean, we got the top laner, MBU Fertilance. That's a pretty good name. That's a pretty decent name. And then
Yeah, he's the straight arrow of the group, I could tell.
yeah. Oh my god. All right.
No, but look at these names.
Yeah, these names are a little interesting. I mean, then again, Rutgers, we got some pretty good names. 0 and 7. Hopefully, it doesn't go 0 and 7. You know. I'm so cringe.
Is it the real predictable though? Like no different characters or anything? See, that's pretty
I
crazy.
think it's the yeah. I think it's the predictable.
How do you get that?
No funny accent marks. No funny anything else. It's just predictable. Just perfect. And yes, and if you missed the draft, you'll get to see it again. They're gonna go by really fast. This was about the same speed they went in the actual draft, so you're not really missing out much. They really just like flew through the draft. I'm gonna be real. Like I think both teams were prepared for each other. They knew what they wanted to do. They knew what to play into such counters. Like no one really. It seemed like no one really put any thought to it, but I'm sure they've gone through a lot of discussions. They've done their homework. They will be ready to go match up against each other. And once again, this is the very first match for Rutgers Varsity White. So it's very hype seeing this team play. I believe I'm not quite too sure. I think Varsity Black played their first match already. If I'm not quite too sure on it. Someone maybe could confirm nor deny that. But for now,
Well,
yeah,
this roster is looking strong. I'm hyped.
yeah,
I've
the
played with a lot
rosters
of these
are,
players. They're good. They're
yeah,
solid.
yeah. And keep in mind, if in case, what's it called? In case there was anyone was wondering, the elo of this match, it is I believe Diamond average. Yeah, Diamond Master average. I believe it's Master's average. There is one plat player. I believe it's Tiny Dolphin. I think.
Oh, really? That is he actually flat or is he
I
like
think I
fake flat?
don't.
He's a Giga Smurf.
It could be, but then again, in the rules, you do have to upload your main account. So
That's the main account. That changes
I
things if
I
he's a real plat.
I am not sure, but I will give the benefit of the doubt. I will assume that that is the main. I mean, it's in the rules, so we will see. But yeah, I mean, we've basically talked about most of the team compositions. We went very in depth with the with the champions and how both these teams are going to shake out the game. But I guess we could, before we get into that short break, we could close with who do you think's going to win game number one? What's your thoughts?
I gotta root for Rutgers. I got it. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you gotta.
Yeah, and if he's a real plat, there's a lot of pressure on Twitch's shoulder to keep Yumi safe through the laning phase. Like, I don't know, she needs time to scale. It's a lot of pressure on him. I think June and Owen will work him.
Yeah, honestly, I think Rutgers, if they have that good initiation, if they're able to set the tempo early game with that Hecarim, I think Rutgers do have a very likely chance of taking game number one. But we will see if that is the case, as we're gonna go into a very short break. When we come back, we will head on to the Rift for the very first game and the debut match of Rutgers Varsity White versus MBU Spartans. So do not go anywhere. Welcome back. We're a little late. We got some technical difficulties, but it's okay. It's not our fault. It's freaking Riot Games' fault. So we're good. But you didn't really miss out much. So it's all good. The only important thing you should know is the Nisperal did in fact start on the bot side jungle. Meanwhile, the Udyr, aka You Never Loved Me, it's kind of weird to say that. He started on the top side. But other than that, we didn't really miss much. Once again, I'm ThatOneDan. Right next to me virtually is GreedGreg, and we apologize for that technical difficulty.
Yeah, Spectator's been a little buggy as of recently. We apologize, folks.
Yeah, but
We'll make it up to you.
Yeah, we'll make it up by giving you some peak League of Legends content. But like that, predictable flashes in, but Ferdinand actually flashes forward. I think it was to dodge the Q sweet spot, but it does keep him alive somehow.
He's also trying to clear minions. He got the level up and lived.
Yeah, that is also true. He did get the level up. He did get the extra HP and basically denied the first blood actually from predictable. I don't know if that was a big brain play or a slight misplay, but either way, it worked for Ferdinand. And now 200 IQ plays making a play in the mid lane. Nisperal gonna get stunned up a little bit, but Stolly with no flash, he's gonna go down. Nisperal, first blood for him.
That's huge. The Zillion Hecarim combo mid jungle is huge. I guess really strong carry in the Subchanter.
I kind of forgot about the 200 IQ plays being able to slow just the enemy laner, set up an easy gank for Nisperal. And like we were talking about in draft, it's all going to come down to the early tempo, and so far Rutgers is capitalizing with that Hecarim ganking the mid lane. And Rutgers know that both the solo laners don't have flash. But right now, Talia might be the easier target as Kled is a little bit more mobile. But if you look on the minimap, MBU did not come out empty-handed. You Never Loved Me actually did take the entire topside jungle of Nisperal. So there was a little bit of counter-jungling in play. And predictable going for a very aggressive trade. He might miss out on the cannon. Yeah, he does, but
Udyr is top on Krugs, yeah.
Yeah, he is on Krugs. He can join the fight, but predictable. He wants to keep going. He knows this Kled doesn't have flash, but the Kled, he remounts. Predictable now suddenly in a lot of trouble, but Ferdinand doesn't want to go any further. The burn coming down, but You Never Loved Me. He's coming in. He's here with the stun. And predictable. How do you get out of this? I don't know if he can really, but the heal is there, but it's not going to be enough.
Did he see him the first time? If he saw Udyr, that's...
There wasn't any vision up there, but meanwhile, in the mid lane, this Talia, I said he was going to get targeted, and that is exactly what's going to happen. No flash on Talia. That is just easy pickings for Nisperal.
I don't think Predictable saw Udyr top the first time he was around, and then he's like, oh, I'm safe. He didn't get me then. But he was there, actually.
A little bit of an unfortunate. There was no vision in that river side for Predictable, I believe, at the time.
Yeah, and they had deep wards knowing Hecarim wasn't there either.
Yeah, so it was a great heads-up play by MBU. And there's a stun coming in for Music is Nice. It's a little trade, but it's on the Yuumi, so not gonna matter too much. Oh, how did that? What? You saw that, right? I don't know how that double up landed. But you know, Spaghetti could tiny Dolphin, he wants to go for the kill onto Music is Nice. The flash forward is there, but the stun Music is Nice. He's gonna be 1 HP. He's gonna finally go down. But Tiny Dolphin, he's gonna slowly tick down. Meanwhile, Talia dies for the 3rd time this game as 0-7 should be able to pick up a double kill. Nice. There it is.
Wow,
the final auto. And slowly but surely, things are starting to fall apart for MBU Spartans in the bottom side of the map.
Yeah, they didn't even need mid jungle to come down and help bot. They kind of just won naturally there. 2 for 1 for Amumu's life, but it's not bad.
It is a very good trade for Rutgers as MBU. They want to capitalize on the disadvantages down to the bot lane. They're gonna try to go on Predictable once again, and they will.
Yeah, Darius could be a lose condition at this point. But can Kled and Udyr really carry against? I don't think so. I think it's okay.
That is a very good question. This Udyr is I believe maxing. Oh no, he's maxing his I don't know what you call it, the Anivia form, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's probably how you say it, but either way.
If Talia stays out of the game, I think they're okay.
Yeah, I think they'll be just fine as they are right now. The tempo is definitely in favor of Rutgers. 3-0 on Hecarim, 2-0 on this Misfortune. And they did also get a Dragon.
They're bleeding Twitch right now. Look at that freeze from 0-7. Disgusting.
Yeah, look at that 20 CS
Ugh.
ahead already. You hate to see it. You want to get to that late game as fast as possible, but you just can't. And Predictable is once again gonna get jumped on. Maybe You Never Loved Me. He is very wishy-washy about it.
It's more time to bleed Twitch, though, yeah.
Yeah, 200 IQ plays is going for a play, but look at that, the bullet time available for 0-7. But this Talia, he's not going to be there in time. The ultimate is huge for Music is Nice, locking down that Yuumi and Stali. He wants to look for a play, but he's going to get played on. Triple kill for 0-7. Oh boy, and just Rutgers, Varsity, White, they're making the plays. They're doing what they want to. Setting that early game tempo is gonna probably be able to easily transition that into the mid game. And once again, like you said, the Amumu coming in clutch for that Yuumi lockdown.
Yeah, exactly. Punish the Yuumi, and it should be good. But also, I mean, Zillion and Hecarim are just going to work on this Talia, and then they can come down and help bot whenever. It may not be in their interest to help top. Like, see Udyr's counter jungling right now. What are they going to do about it? We'll see.
Yeah. At this point, Predictable does need to just accept the fact that he's going to play weak side. And right now, MBU, they're looking for a play. Onslaught of Shadow is going to be used by Nisro, but he's going to go into the hands of You Never Loved Me. But the Gromp does heal up Nisro for a little bit. 200 IQ place is in a little bit of trouble, but Chrono Shift is going to be there just in time. And it's going to allow Predictable to try to look for an angle to go in, but a nice two-man shove backwards. Stali will be able to claim a shutdown, and the Udyr will claim the life of 200 IQ plays.
That's disastrous. You don't want to play through top. Yeah, you have to give, I think. I'm not sure, though. Maybe we move up a Mumu to make it even more concerned. Like, I'm not sure. But also, MBU, 0-7 has a Kraken Slayer.
Yeah, 5-0 already in this game, 10 minutes in. Kraken Slayer and Boots already online for this Misfortune. This Misfortune is hella scary right now. Music is nice. He wants to go for a flash, but he's not going to quite land it. But 0-7, he's going to be there with the exhaust. Just let the Twitch do absolutely zero damage to 0-7, and he's going to run away. Maybe even give the kill to Music is nice. 0-7, not too big on the HP department. And okay, I don't think he had to bullet time for that, but better safe than sorry. That's going to be another double kill for 0-7. This he is running away with this game. I can tell you that.
But if he throws over that bounty to someone, I don't know, to Udyr or Kled, even Twitch, I don't know, maybe Twitch isn't the best, but Udyr or Kled, it could be disastrous. He has to be thoughtful.
Yeah, definitely. But meanwhile, MBU did pick up the Rift Herald, so they will be able to hopefully look for some pressure on the map. But Kled does finish that Gore Drinker, but this Darius still a little behind. Doesn't really have much gold to work with. Does still have to play the Steel Caps, and Music is nice. Gonna get called out a little bit. The stun is there, but it's not enough damage. Music is nice, trying to lock him down as best as to his ability. Nisro coming in, but Stali and Tiny Dolphin, they're here for the collapse. Here they go, but the fight is there. 0-7, gotta keep your eyes on him. He's the main carry of Rutgers White Varsity at the moment. And it seems like he will get stunned up, but is it enough damage? And it looks like the answer might be no, but the heals are coming in by the Yuumi. 0-7, he's going to be in a lot of trouble, but he still stays alive. The kiting is there, and he's going to be able to just clean up the fight. Predictable, meanwhile, will probably get solo killed by MBU Freelance. The flash is there, but one more auto, the Q. Ooh.
Wow. That did not look good for Rutgers, but it somehow worked out so
It
well.
somehow worked out. 2-1, I believe it was a 1-for-3 trade. 0-7. He's just way too ahead. If he was a little bit more behind in gold, he would have probably went down there.
This Udyr Yumi is going to be a force. Oh my god! If he got that 1K there, it would have been disastrous, but it's okay.
It would have been the starting point of a very long journey for MBU's comeback. But unfortunately, that's exposition of the story. We'll have to wait. Second Dragon going over to Rutgers. Yeah, the chat is lighting up for 0-7. He is putting on an absolute clinic right now. 9-0. He has not died once. Finally, the Herald's going to be used in that mid lane. I don't know if they'll be able to break open the base. They should be able to, unless Rutgers is able to collapse very quickly. And it looks like collapse they will.
They want first turret bot though. Oh, they have to get first turret bot there. Ooh, they're not getting it.
Yeah, they want it so badly, but they don't know about the Twitch. They don't know just yet. You Never Loved Me. He is still countering, but Nispral somehow is still even in farm with this Udyr. 200 IQ plays might get jumped on. Yep, there we go. They will be able to get the extra gold before the plates go down at the 14-minute mark. And 0-7. The amount of gold he has is absolutely absurd. Highest net worth in the game with 8,000 gold.
We have zillion art to resin too.
Yeah, compare that to some of these other players in this game. This bro and You Never Loved Me, they're hovering at around the 6,000 gold mark. This Misfortune is absolutely ahead. And right now, they're lurking. They take over this bottom side of the jungle. They can do that. They have a really fat Misfortune. 200 IQ plays, however, he might get jumped on. The final chapter does come in, the shove and the combo, but the chrono shift doesn't come in time. That's kind of disastrous. 0-7. He's going to get jumped on the Kled. He's going to try to go in, but You Never Loved Me. He's going to try to go in, and he's going to pick up the 1,000 gold shutdown. This bro, he's a little late to the party. He needs to run for the hills. The Weaver's Wall might block him off, but it looks like they will not pursue the chase. But finally, 0-7 does in fact go down. And the shutdown does go over to the Udyr, who is already 4-1 right now. He is starting to get a little scary.
Now him and Yumi will be the force this game. How do you deal with them if you're Rutgers? Do we change items? He has LDR. That'll help.
That, in fact, will help. But will it be enough? There is a lot of peel potential for Rutgers, but overall, they really want to just go in. That's what they want to do. But as of right now, the gold lead isn't quite the largest of margins just yet. Still a 1,000 gold difference. It is still very even for both these teams.
And it is a Hextech Soul, Hextech map, so people getting back onto the Rift very fast, and this Dragon Soul is going to be worth a lot.
Oh boy, we're about reaching the 16-minute mark.
Which first item, Bork?
Yeah, that is kind of an interesting pickup.
He can provide a little utility, yeah.
Yeah, it does provide the lifesteal, it does provide the movement speed, as well as just that extra damage towards those tankier champions like the Darius and the Hecarim.
I want to see Zillion. Yeah, right on 0-7, right on him.
Yeah, there's 0-7. He's starting to come in. Stolly, he shows himself predictable. Does he want to go for this? He doesn't know. The shove doesn't quite connect. But right now, the Herald is the main focus. Do Rutgers want to commit to this? That is the question. The Blast Cone gonna keep predictable at bay. 200 IQ play is gonna try to break on with this mid base. But here we go. The initiation comes in. The final chapter with on the Udyr coming in. The bullet time as well. Not quite hitting what they want to. And You Never Loved Me will kill off Music is nice. This Misfortune, though, he is a problem right now. Nisbro, he needs to kite away from this
Oh,
Udyr.
the
Too
Talia
much
wall.
IQ plays. The Weaver's Wall as well. Stolly, he's going to pay
couldn't
for his
block
life, but
them.
the kill goes over to this Udyr. Now, You Never Love Me, he's got a triple kill as well. Suddenly, this Udyr, he's becoming a problem. 7-1 has the Demonic Embrace. He is pumping out massive amounts of damage right now. This is starting to not look too good on the side of Rutgers. They gotta think of options to try to keep this Udyr at bay, but with the Yuumi on top of him, it's just really strong right now. Nisbro does respond with an Executioners for the time being.
It's so crazy, but I think someone sells item and buys Anathema's chains. I don't even know. What else could you do, you know?
Yeah, what can you do at the moment? The Dragon going to be the main focus, but this is going to be quite risky for Rutgers. They do have the freedom to just give it up and just try to open this mid tower, but right now, this Udyr, he is threatening the engage. He wants to look for something. But then again, it does force MBU off of Baron. Sorry, Dragon. But it looks like they'll just go back right on it.
I think you should keep Darius on the side and kind of make people come to him and deal with him, and then try to force a play while that's happening. But that's hard to do.
Yeah, it is going to be really hard because this Darius is not the most ahead at the moment. He's only he's 0-3. They did just finish the Stride Breaker.
Oh, your Deer's gonna be doing a lot of AP damage with Demonic and Sunfire. What the heck?
Yeah, he is already doing that, and he's already tanky, and with the Yuumi on top of him. What can you really do? Tiny Dolphin.
I think
Almost
Amumu
gets
has
jumped.
to buy Anathemas.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good buy, but he does have to even Shroud.
They're right on the
Oof.
cusp of being outscaled, I think.
Yeah, slowly the timer is slowly ticking down, and Rutgers need to find a way to keep their momentum going as it's slowly fading away. Now we're reaching that lull state of the game. We're just seeing both these teams farming up, trying to get to their maximum potential for the next fight. Baron did just spawn.
But stalling is good for MBU, I think.
Yeah, just allow this Yuumi to help out everyone. Keep this Yuumi get those items.
Yeah, and Twitch isn't that far behind anymore. Like, he'll still be useful, even though MF is the main character.
Yeah, right now, yeah, MF with, oh my. Yeah, this Udyr is slowly catching up to this Misfortune. Only 1,000 gold the difference from each other. And now MBU, they're all crowded around the Baron. Vision slowly being taken over by MBU, but Rutgers, they are slowly filing in. You Never Love Me. He wants to go in. The final chapter goes in, but it looks a little separated right now. TP coming in for Ferdinand. The Kled will come in. The bullet time, though, it's doing massive amounts of damage, but is it enough for 0-7 to clean up? There's a lot of little health bars coming in, but the dog's coming in for Predictable. That's already a triple. He's gonna go in. He has the ghost. This is Penta worthy. He's gonna flash in. He's gonna go in their debut game. Predictable gets a Penta.
From the weak side, look at him. Look at him.
He went from 0-3 to 5-3. If that's not a good turnaround, I don't know what is.
Also 0-7 in him. They played that so well, actually. Didn't get hit by anybody.
I'm so sorry if my mic peeked out there. Oh my god, that's insane. That Predictable. The man who was playing weak side the entire game, and then he suddenly comes online. Lights up the scoreboard. 5 kills just like that. Gives Rutgers the Baron, and now they're back in control.
He struggled through the trenches for this. He got no love, none. Now look at him, look at him. He's a king.
Let's go.
He's got the force of nature. He can counter the Darius now. Music is nice though. He's gonna get jumped on, but really, who's the one getting jumped on? You never loved me. He's gonna get stunned up, probably taken out. He is way too alone right now.
It's not
and
here.
Now this Yumi gonna go down with him. Extra gold in the pocket for 0-7.
They're still in a hurry to end though, Rutgers.
Oh my
I do not want to stall this though.
Maybe they can't lose with Hextech Soul, but even then, why risk it?
Oh my god. That double up damage. Kind of insane on the Twitch, onto the Twitch, but yeah, Rutgers now in complete control of this Baron buff. They will use it to their utmost. They will take down the tower down bot lane. They might get even more. 0-7. He's got the Infinity Edge. He can do massive amounts of crit damage now. And really, what can you do in an MBU situation? They could look for another fight. They can probably look for another way to isolate someone on Rutgers, but really, what really can you do at this point?
Continue to stall, I think.
I guess that's the best thing they can do. 0-7, he's gonna get jumped on by the Kled, but he's stuck in the Weaver's wall. That's kind of weird, but the Chrono Shift is there. But he's going to get stunned up immediately, and MBU clap back. Predictable. You need to do something huge here. All 5 members are still alive. Predictable, though. He wants to try to do something, but he just doesn't have the stacks to work with, and he will go down. And it's going to be an ace coming in for MBU. Suddenly, this Baron buff, this advantage that they had, completely shut down.
The go button of MBU was so strong there. They saw Darius bot, they committed.
Yeah,
and
somehow
Twitch and Talia were positioned so well.
Yeah, the problem at that fight was 0-7 did get caught up by Fertilance's ultimate. He was the one that got tagged up. The flash came in a little too late. Music is nice would have been able to body block the Kled, but just that micro coming in as Music is nice, he's gonna get probably taken down unless no, the aftershock will keep him alive.
They have 2 drags apiece now, yeah.
Yep. Nice little attack speed buff coming in on the side of MBU, whereas there's a lot of tankier dragons on the side of Rutgers at the moment.
Talia's back in the game too somehow.
Yeah, Talia is back in the game, does have the Leandries and the Shadow Flame. Almost done. The death cap. Just another 800 gold, I believe.
I just want to see Zillion speeding up, pocketing like MF, basically. Speeding up, slowing down, ulting, anything for her.
Yeah, I think at this point, you just go for the movement speed bonus 40 MF rather than trying to find a pick with the slow.
That's true though. This still picks up the slow.
Oh, wait a minute. They
He needs help kiting.
Yeah, they see the Udyr isolated once again. Rutgers, they want to make a play as soon as possible. The stun doesn't quite land, and that just lets You Never Love Me to run away. The Kled ultimate is going to get baited out. Yeah, Talia does in fact have the TP, but they did burn the cooldown of Fertilance's ultimate. And that is pretty significant, even though it's coming back pretty soon. But for now, Rutgers, they can chill for a bit. But Nispril, though, they're gonna trade ultis. Nispril, though, he still gets tagged up, still gets rooted by the final chapter. But
you got a little jumpy right there. Yeah.
It was a decent play, but I'm pretty sure they know Nispril did have the ultimate. But there's a nice little engage coming in. Music is nice. He's threatening the Curse of the Sad Mummy, and there it is. Here we go. You Never Love Me. He is just in the entire team of Rutgers, and
No,
he
it's not
is
gonna
not
work.
going to be able to do a damn thing. 3 kills already for Rutgers, as predictable. He made a play, and he's going to make
Nice.
more. 2 more dunks onto the tally. Triple kill for him. But I don't think they're going to be able to end just yet. They will be able to break open the base at the very least.
Twitch and Yumi are 20 seconds, yeah.
Yeah, Twitch and Yumi, yeah, 20 seconds. Now around 10. There's only
Nash
going
is
to be
going to
2
be up.
members.
Do they hex gates out to top and then Nash, or do they need to reset?
They don't even go for the inhib. They're going to go for the reset. They
Ooh.
do have a lot of gold in their inventories. Yeah, 2,500 on Darius, 2,700 on the Misfortune.
But
They
you have
want
hex
to
gates
use...
to escape. I don't know.
They could have used the Hex Case to escape, but it is slightly risky.
Oh yeah.
Then again, they don't... Rutgers don't really know how much damage they're able to do to the inhibitor before it gets too risky. But overall, it is a safe play to just get that inhibitor tower, go back, reset, be there in time for the Baron.
True, true. Yeah, have good tempo for Baron.
And that is exactly what they're going to do. Vision in favor of Rutgers at the moment.
Udyr's top alone.
Udyr's top alone. They do see Stolly by himself. Music is nice. He's there with the flank. And there you go. Talia out of the picture right now. And now You Never Love Me. He might be up next. The final chapter does keep some of the members of Rutgers at bay. But the Kled ultimate, here comes the counter engage coming in. Here we go. There's the fight. The Sad Mummy ulti. Gonna do a lot of CC. 0-7. He is untouched compared to most other fights. He's gonna flash forward. He's gonna use the bullet time. And he's gonna take out everyone. Nispral gonna clean up the last 2. And I think this is game number 1 going over to Rutgers right here.
That was clean. A 5 for 0. Wow. They caught Talia first.
Yeah, they managed to cash out the Talia. Udyr was up next. Everyone on MBU were just scattered across the map. And Rutgers, they were able to capitalize. They were able to seize those opportunities. And with that, game number 1 was a little shaky, but it does end up going over to Rutgers White. Can we just talk about predictable? I think he single-handedly kept the game in favor of Rutgers. I don't know about you. That was probably the most hyped thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, he played weak side well. I mean,
Yeah,
he didn't receive much help, and he was still useful at points in the game.
that is just complete insanity.
On the opposite side, Twitch was not really too useful. He did damage, but 0-7. Monstrous performance.
True. Yeah, 17-3 was the final KDA. By far, he did the most damage in the entire game. You Never Loved Me. He was pretty close. He did. I think Udyr did the best he could, but unfortunately, it was just not enough for MBU to close out the game. And I think we are gonna head into a short break, and then soon enough we'll get into the draft for this game number 2. So you saw game 1, that was a banger. So don't go anywhere. It's just Okay, welcome back. We had a little bit of a miscommunication there, but it's okay. It's a first. It's literally the first time in a while, so we're good. Anyway, we're here. MBU versus Rutgers Varsity White. I don't know why I have a hard time saying that. I'm Dan. I'm with GreedGreg.
How's it going,
GreedGreg.
folks? How's it going? We'll be back with some excellent League of Legends gameplay in a moment. In the meantime,
yeah, here's the draft. It's already done. They went too fast, just like game number 1. So here we go. We
MBU
gotta
taking
talk.
the Hecarim.
Yeah, they do first pick the Hecarim. That is something worth mentioning. And turns out Rutgers did not like the Twitch very well, so they banned it. And what better way to substitute the Twitch is with the Jesse and Meowth combo. Ezreal and Yumi.
Draven is also up. They
James.
Draven banned.
It's James and Meowth. I'm stupid. Anyway. Team Rocket moment. Either way, yeah. But then again, we do need to talk about the Rutgers Varsity White's draft. They do keep their bot laners identical, as with the misfortune of Moose being in the bot lane, but they do change their laners quite drastically.
And MBU going for the gimmick Yumi comp yet again.
Yeah,
I mean, they have to punish it the same way.
This time they do have a Hecarim, so there is a lot of value coming in with this Yumi with the movement speed buff. And with the Silas, on the other hand, he's got a lot of different ultimates to steal, and it's gonna be a little risky for Varsity White to try to close out this game number 2.
They banned Zillion. Zillion would be a good champ to lock down Hecarim Yumi. He helped a lot last game.
Oh yeah, definitely. The slows were there, the lockdown, just helping the team stay afloat, stay ahead. And they did end up closing out that game number 1, and we'll see. We'll go down in game number 2 as the actual draft should be starting soon.
Is it possible that they missed the last ban in the drafts here? Oh no, there it is. Riven.
Yeah, the Riven and the Zillion did in fact get banned. Yeah, the Riven did get banned. I'm not entirely too sure. I'm sure someone in Rutgers is a Riven one trick. Probably predictable.
Oh yeah. And he's going more into Wukong. Interesting. And they have Akshan. 200 IQ plays. Akshan is very strong though. He always has prio. He'll come anywhere. He's a legend. A demon.
But we should talk about this Akshan mid though. Is it action? I think it's supposed to be pronounced action, but I like Akshan. It sounds better. But either way, he's in the middle lane, up against a Silas. I think Akshan just I would assume he just hard wins the lane. Just the nature of how a melee versus range matchup would shake up. But then again, that's just me.
Rutgers has a lot less tanky comp, I think though. Wukong and Diana, but
we are assuming that the Diana does build that Sunfire, and then back to the usual attack speed. But either way, soon enough we'll get into game number 2. The foreshadowing is real. The Mordekaiser top, though, gonna be a bit of a problem. I will laugh very hard if this Mordekaiser also Wukong clone. Just kidding. That is very mean and very toxic, yes.
Wukong into Mordekaiser, what are your predictions for this matchup? Or will it just come down to jungle interference like last game?
The problem with Wukong right now is his passive is based on armor. Mordekaiser does not deal damage that affects armor. So there's a little bit of a but there I'm getting very good insight from the producer. Yes, Wukong does have not just armor in this passive, but also health regen, so it could help a little bit. But then again, this Mordekaiser does have that W to keep himself sustained, keep himself alive, keep that extended fight going. Yes. The producer also wants to tell us that the Wukong clone does benefit Mordekaiser with the extra. Yeah, if it indicates that he does hit both, that he gets a lot of that white bar below his health bar. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up even more. But anyway, this is getting very wrong very quickly. I hate where this is going. But then again, Wukong would take less damage if him and the clone do both get hit, because Mordekaiser will do more damage when the target is isolated. But for now, I think the for real draft does go through. And there it is, the Akshan mid.
We have an angry ADC in the chat saying "As Yumi is boring" and MF Mumu is boring.
I do see that. As Yumi is a classic. MF Mumu is we've already seen it. We gotta see it. So we gotta see something else. We gotta where's the Zeri? Where's it where's the Zeri?
There was a Yasuo ADC main too in the collegiate tournament last year. I don't know what happened to him. I hope he's around this year.
I hope he's around. We'll see.
I like to see the spicy picks.
I think the spiciest thing we have here is the Akshan. Honestly, nothing else is like a standout.
Yeah, my eyes will be on Akshan. And Nispril, I think he'll try to help 200 IQ plays again this time and then move around together.
But this time around, they can't really capitalize on the I guess get that early game tempo going, because Mordekaiser is surprisingly good at defending a 2v1 situation. Silas is just naturally mobile. So it's going to be very difficult for Rutgers White to get an early game going as soon as possible. Like, even in the bot lane, Ezreal does have the has his E, so
Yeah, they want to dive bot. I think they really want to pressure bot still.
yeah,
It's a weak side. Yeah,
definitely. But it's just going to be much harder than game number 1, because with that extra mobility coming in.
that's true.
I think they just want to stall, try to stave off the aggression coming from Rutgers, and hopefully they just scale into the late game. And that almost worked out for them in game number 1. Keep that in mind. It almost worked.
It was very close. I felt like Twitch couldn't get back in particular.
Yeah. Twitch got a little too behind, as did the Talia as well.
True.
But as of right now, they are switching up their team compositions a little bit. And yeah, any thoughts on this game number 2? Who's gonna take it this time around? Looking at these draft picks that have been picked up.
I think it's Rutgers yet again. 200 IQ plays is going to have mid prio. Mid prio dictates a lot.
Yeah, Akshan definitely will be able to have that lane prio, like you said. Will be able to roam a lot easier. Does have that W, so he can just like sneakily just show up to a lane and just absolutely disrupt any kind of momentum that MBU wants to gain out of it. But yeah, quick break, and we are going into game number 2. Don't click out of this. We're good. then Tom, you can see. Let us know when we're live. Okay, game number 2. Hello. Yeah, more League of Legends. Woohoo! Rutgers versus MBU, I think. Yeah, MBU. Yes. And here we go.
Right off the bat, things we notice. Hecarim has a challenger emote as he loads into the game.
Oh boy.
That's a lot of pressure on his shoulders.
There's a lot of he did carry his team in game number 1.
True.
Can he do it again? We shall see. As Rutgers did 5-stack a little bit towards the top side, see if there was any aggression coming in for on the side of the MBU. But it looks like nothing too big will happen this time around. If you have not noticed yet, Rutgers did switch over to the red side. The blue side now taken over by MBU. And Rutgers do have a game in their belt. If they win the series. If not, we go to a game 3 decider.
And check out the items on the mid laners. Akshan, pure aggression, violence, offensive,
yes.
Chad energy. Silas, D shield. Look at that.
We don't want to see no D shield, but then again, he does kind of need it. He's not going to be able to put as much pressure as the Akshan will, and yeah, you can see it right now. 200 IQ plays is just harassing Stali with these autos, trying to deny these melee creeps, and he will be able to do so. And look at what's going over to 200 IQ plays. The HP advantage coming in clutch now.
No, 200 IQ plays making melee Akshan look good this patch. It's crazy.
Melee Akshan indeed, 0-7. Nice double up. Tags onto both the Yuumi and the Ezreal. But then, if you look on the side of the junglers, both of these junglers did clear their entire bot side first. 200 IQ plays did also put down a ward in the Raptors, so they know the Hecarim is already topside.
And something interesting, the wave was kind of like body blocked by Hecarim as it was coming in, so if maybe 200 IQ plays noticed that, you know? If you didn't see him.
Just those tiny advantages will definitely come a long way. We do need to keep in mind that there is a scuttle fight bound to happen. Seeing that both these players, junglers, are actually doing the same exact clear, but Nisprel will get jumped on by You Never Loved Me, maybe, but Predictable does have the top lane priority right now. So this Hecarim will have to wait.
Does he look mid though?
He could look mid, but Scuttle does go over to the side of You Never Loved Me, it seems like. Yep, and Nisprel will concede.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. He's gonna go for it. 200 IQ plays. He gets away just in time. But wait, he wants to keep going for this. I don't know about this play.
Yeah, this was emotional.
I think he could have just went straight for the Scuttle, but Nisprel, he's gotta know. He's gotta know that this Hecarim is gonna go for the double Scuttle play. Yeah, music is nice, is coming in, but he does have Stali behind him. Meanwhile, Predictable. Early Ignite coming in. The flash forward coming in. First blood for Predictable.
And he
Meanwhile,
lives.
He lives with a sliver.
Oh no, this is not looking too good. Music is nice. He might go
my
down. No, he's gonna stay alive. 3 kills already for the side of Rutgers. Too much IQ play is gonna go even farther, but this Ezreal will be able to stay alive.
It's the mid prio.
But what a play coming in for Rutgers. Like, I mean, You Never Loved Me, he almost got the double scuttle play, but somehow, some way, Rutgers was able to punish that. They were able to collapse onto both Stally and You Never Loved Me. Just great macro awareness coming in for the side of Rutgers right there, as another double up gonna get landed onto Tiny Dolphin.
Hecarim wasting some HP on Akshan mid may have contributed to that.
Yeah, here we go. 200 IQ plays. Wants to fight, but Stally wants to go in first. Nispro, though, he is here, and it does force the flash out of Stally. Predictable, though. He's in a little bit of trouble. He does not have the HP for this. One more dunk, and there should be a solo kill. There it is.
Ooh, egoing up in the top lane.
Yeah, Fertilance with the response. And just like that, the 1v1 top lane, the score is dead even. 1 kill apiece.
But maybe Nispro can get up there and eat that wave and it won't be a big loss.
Yep, and that is exactly what he will do. But, uh-oh. You Never Loved Me. He's there. He wants to look for something. But Predictable does end up getting there just in time. Fertilance is level 6. So we can isolate a fight. Oh, look at music. Music is nice. He is already in that river, but MBU did in fact ping it out. They probably did spot him on that ward near that river, the one that's about to expire.
Mm-hmm.
And just good awareness by MBU, just putting that ward there, and now the dragon gonna get started up by Rutgers. Two players from MBU actually recalled. Certain probably not going to be able to get to this dragon in time, and I don't think MBU want to go for this at all.
Did 0-7 run Ghost last game, by the way?
I'm not sure actually.
I don't think so, but I think that's disrespect.
Either way, they do spot out the Hecarim thanks to 200 IQ places invis. And it's going to be a relatively free dragon coming over to the side of Rutgers. Predictable. He is, once again, playing the weak side. He is not doing too well in the CS. He does get the ultimate through. That'll keep him a little bit safer. In the chance that Fertilance does go for the ultimate. Just like that, we're gonna enter that slower state in the game.
But we'll see if Ferta Lance is Ferta Boys, you know what I mean? If he roams and tries to help with his lead.
He does have that nice, decent 13 CS advantage. Whereas in the mid lane, it's somehow pretty even so far. Oof, predictable though. He is not having a good time, but Nispro though, he's gonna go here. The trade with the Moonfall is there. Both flash forward, and they will be able to secure the kill. 200 IQ plays will pick it up. You Never Loved Me. He almost takes down Nispro, but he lives with a sliver of HP. Music is nice. Looking for a play, will not be able to connect that bandage toss. Oh, well, unless he does. He does, but the Arcane Shift is there. Music is nice. He wants to stay on this target. He's going to get ignited, and the bullet time, not going to be enough. The flash is there, 0-7. Does he want to go for the flash? Yes, he will. He will take down one, but probably won't go for the other. Very volatile start coming in, but so far the kills are in favor of Rutgers at the moment.
But did Ghost contribute to that heavily? I wonder. Maybe, I don't know. Heal wouldn't have been done a lot either, though.
Here we go. Nispro. Once again, looking for more plays on the map. He does spot out the ward.
Oh, Silas is moving before Akshan here. This is
yeah,
dangerous.
the Silas is already moving. Nispro, he's gonna get caught off guard a little bit. The stuns are there. But this damage coming out of Nispro is here. The Conquer stacks are full. And Nispro, he's gonna try to do as much damage as he can, but he's not gonna be enough. Silas does steal the comeuppance, but too much IQ plays will be able to take down. It looked the kill feed said it took down Nispro, but in reality it took down Never Left Me, which therefore respawns Nispro.
It's a nice little res, but I think that's not worth still.
Yeah, definitely
Big bounty
not.
to Silas.
Yeah, definitely not the best trade at the moment. The Cyclone coming in, Stali. His flash is coming up very soon. Can they kill him off in time? Yes, they will.
Nice rotation from Predictable.
The timing on that flash cooldown was almost off. That Silas almost was able to flash away, but they had just enough damage to take him out. And Music is nice, though. He is aggressively waiting. And Music is nice. He's gonna go in. He's gonna keep going. But 0-7, I don't think he wants to go for this. Final chapter gonna come in, forcing Music is nice to flash away.
But Diana's bot, maybe they regank this. No ults.
Definitely they can. Curse the Sad Mummy coming off cooldown right about now.
He has no flash to engage, though.
And here we go. There's the Arcane Shift, the Moonfall. They don't even need the Curse. Nispro just has enough damage. He's already 3-1. He has 5 stacks in this Dark Seal and a Nashor's 2 to boot.
Jungle is weak.
Starting to see a jungle diff forming in favor of Nispro.
Against a challenger emo player, may I add.
True. It's the coordination and the macro. Meanwhile, Dragon though is spawning in 30 seconds. 200 IQ plays does get jumped on, but the bone plating does help reduce the damage a little bit. And Music is nice. He's gonna get jumped on a little bit. The jump is there. But do they have enough damage? The bullet time coming in, the Yuumi just bails. He doesn't want to be in this fight at all. And they do have enough damage to kill off the Yuumi, but there is a trade.
I like supports like that. I like that, though. Fearless.
Fearless indeed, as the Dragon now going to be the main focus. Predictable going to get dragged back. Ferdinand does a decent amount of damage. He does have his mythic item. The Riftmaker already finished up. Whereas Predictable, he is still working towards the Divine Sunder. Uh-oh, another pullback. Gonna do massive damage. Oh my god, he goes for the flash, and he ults. Oh my god!
Did he ult the clone? It went on cooldown. He did.
He ulted the cooldown. He ulted the clone. What a play. Predictable.
Weasels his way out, nearly.
Just barely does get out, but right now this top lane is not looking too good for the side of Rutgers. The Music is nice though. He wants to say something about this. He goes in, but meanwhile 200 IQ plays. He's gonna get feared backwards. Can he even get out of this? No flash on him. The comeuppance stolen away from Stali will be able to secure the kill. But Nispro though, he can respond. The Onslaught of Shadows on cooldown. Nispro wants to go for something. Stali, ooh, if he landed that, he was totally dead.
Well, yeah, I think you tanked that as Nispro. You're Giga Chad. No, okay, he had no idea the HP was low. He had no idea. That was smart. That was smart.
Very smart, yeah. And with that, Rutgers will be able to take down the Herald. Now the question is, can they even use the Herald before the 14-minute mark? That's because that's when the plates do in fact go down. And it looks like they will be able to. Nispro does pick it up. He's gonna run towards the mid lane, wants to crack open that base as soon as possible. And he will be able to do that. 0-7, gonna get jumped on by Tiny Dolphin. Good flash away from the bullet time. And the exhaust is there, but is there enough damage? The answer is no! Trade for ADCs, they both kill each other, but...
0-7 still has Ghost up, though. If only he had a certain summoner spell that would remove all those debuffs that Yuumi was applying onto him.
I wonder.
But Ghost is not bad, Dispatch.
Yeah. but unfortunately 0-7 wasn't able to capitalize. And now Stali going to be the one jumped on. The Cyclone not quite connecting, and finally it does, but the comeuppance. Ooh, the minion wave gets in the way of 200 IQ plays this flashy play. And we're just gonna casually ignore that he flashed. Meanwhile, the turret is being traded in the top side. They want to make a play onto Fer-de-Lance. But you gotta be careful. Fer-de-Lance does have the Shadow Realm available.
The whole team's here, though.
Yeah, the whole team is here. Fer-de-Lance can 100% buy time for MBU. Yeah, look at that. The portals are coming in. This bro is gonna call it out. The ultimate gonna be used by Fer-de-Lance.
Oh my god.
And he's gonna take out the Mumu, but a big Diana ultimate.
Oh my god.
The damage doesn't come through. Everyone on MBU are just filing in, killing one after the other.
Wow. He stalled that perfectly and they actually responded.
Yeah.
That was pretty impressive.
I honestly thought they were going to bail. It looked like they were about to, but then Hecarim just aggressively teleports into the enemy base. The Hextech Rift doing wonders.
Hextech map again. Oh my god.
Yeah. Another game, another Hextech Rift. Suddenly, this gold is slowly diminishing, but some important items are being picked up. Hecarim does finally pick up the Divine Thunder. Almost everyone, minus the supports, do have their mythics up and running.
No, that was a massive throw, but they still have 2 drags on the side of Rutgers.
Yep, and they're already preparing for the next one, coming in within the next minute.
But do you want to take this fight as MBU?
I think they can. But then again, everyone on MBU doesn't have flash. But on the side of Rutgers, they do have flash on the Amumu. They do have a flash, but look at this. They're going to make a play onto Stali. They stole the Amumu ulti. He's going to use it immediately, but it's not enough.
Big catch.
Not
Mort's
enough
flanking.
damage. Yeah, Mort is on the flank. But everyone on Rutgers already kiting away from this fight. You never loved me. He's going to take massive damage from the comeuppance. There's the final chapter. It does root all of them, but it's not going to be enough. The shutdown does come over onto 0-7, but is it really enough? They still have another 80 carry up and running. The Yuumi goes down. The MF respawns. And it's going to be a team wipe.
MBU should have bailed out at a certain point there. How do they keep throwing bodies in? How does Hecarim ult in, ult away? It's okay if they get this drag. I think the game is still winnable. But it's a huge, massive victory for RU.
Yeah, that was a much needed win from the past team fight that looked already very scary for Rutgers. And now, just like that, 18 minutes in, they're already at Soul Point. Yeah, everyone on Rutgers right now is playing solo right now. The macro, the collapses, everything is going their way at the moment.
They were just more like aware of the drag and the fight potential. Like they got there first, they were looking for picks first. The other team was farming, catching waves.
Yeah, they already had the vision established. They didn't have to worry about that during that whole skirmish. And it does wonders for them.
And I like to see the wits end on the Akshan. The Gale Force is a little hypey. I'm not sure about that.
It is a very aggressive pick. I will say that.
But you can save yourself easier too, maybe. So
That is also true.
And instead of going shield bow, you can still go a lifeline item.
Yeah.
The Kraken, still Kraken is great.
Oh, look at this! Look at your mini map, everyone. This Mordekaiser might get jumped on, but the ward is gonna help them. But it doesn't really matter for Rutgers. They're gonna get vision towards the Baron side anyway. 1 more minute left on this Baron. I doubt they'll be able to take it this early into the game, but as of right now, Rutgers are controlling this entire top side of the map. But this Mordekaiser is still hanging around, though. I don't know if they want to do that. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, wow.
It's not worth the hassle. Oh, they're gonna still look. Wow.
Yeah, they're still gonna get the Rift Herald just in time. It seemed like. Yeah, there was not much time left on that Rift Herald, and 200 IQ plays. He's looking for a play right now. The comeuppance going to do the full damage, but it's not going to be enough.
Holy cow, that damage.
To take down Tiny Dolphin. Yeah, he gets taken down ridiculously low. Look at the rest of Rutgers. They're already coming in. Tiny Dolphin, he's in a lot of trouble. Music is nice. He's going to fly. But Tiny Dolphin, he flashes away right into the hands of 200 IQ plays. Good blast cone to deny the escape for this Hecarim. He goes in onto 200 IQ plays, but it's going to be enough. The shutdown does go over to Yuumi, though.
He's the only one that can't res. That stinks, but that was a great catch by Music is nice. Great. Onto the Ezreal. But they also had tempo to do Baron on spawn, and they chose to go defend bot, which is interesting. They were all going to stay bot.
It is possible that Rutgers probably weren't very confident with the Baron take. They probably didn't think they had enough damage, but honestly, I think they did have enough damage. The Wukong DPS, the Diana DPS, Akshan, MF, they had a lot going for them.
Maybe they weren't sure where Hecarim was.
And oh my god, Nispro. There's the stun. Here we go. The setup is there. Music is nice. Gonna get sent to the Shadow Realm. He's gonna be able to dodge everything to the best of his ability. And it looks like he will be able to. The Banish Toss gonna buy a little bit of time. The Moonfall gonna keep him into the bullet time a little bit. 0-7. Gotta keep your eyes on him. This bro though, he's gonna get taken out very low. The Redemption gonna be a little late, but the heal is coming in from the Triumph. Oh my god, but the stolen Moonfall gonna try to do something, but it's not enough for MBU. Everyone is gonna go down. 0-7 though. He's gonna get taken out. Stolly, it's still winnable. The Kingslayer can heal him up to a lot of HP, and he's gonna be able to just keep going. He's gonna keep going. The Yuumi still there, healing him up. Predictable. The Kingslayer once again, the heals us again. Stolly and the Yuumi combo.
Oh, I thought it was good. 200 IQ plays was so healthy throughout that fight. He played that really well. Oh man.
But either way,
predictable.
Predictable. He's gonna get caught out. The Cyclone does get stolen. And it looks like the fight will come to a halt as the dragon is coming up.
Found the main character for you, it seems, for MBU.
It looked really bad on the side of MBU, yeah.
Look at Yumi's KDA. She's got a lot of gold.
She's got a lot of kills. 6 and 3. Not a normal Yuumi KDA. Not something you see every day. I will say that. But right now the main focus will be that dragon. This fight will decide who gets the Baron essentially. Depending on how close it gets. Yep, there goes the Rift Herald down the bot lane. This bro, he's gonna get pulled back a little bit. It's not gonna be enough. You never loved me. Wait a minute, you never loved me. He wants to go in. He's gonna fear away the AD carry, but it's not gonna be enough damage. The bullet time doing its full damage. Already 3 members gone. Make it 4, soon to be 5 maybe if Fer.Lance does go down. He does manage to get the dunk off onto Nispro.
It's messy though, it's messy. He's alive.
It is very messy. Fer.Lance trying to get away. But does he get the TP out? Yes, he will. He does get the teleport out. Rutgers, they're fine with it. They can just take Soul.
Is Nash still on the table as well after? Let's see. They do have damage, but
I don't think they want to. Yeah, it's a little bit of a 50-50 if they do go for the Baron immediately. As 0-7 is cracking down on that inhibitor tower. He needs to run right now. This Hecarim. Does he chase? No, he will not. But in the end, in the end, it is a worth trade for Rutgers. A very worth trade, in fact. They get the Soul, they get 4 kills. What more can you ask for?
Predictable is huge as well. He's been picking off the squishies. And Hecarim has been feeding everybody.
And there we go. Oh my gosh, music is nice. He's gonna get caught a little bit. They do catch eyes, but you never loved me. He's the one getting caught out, and he's taken out. Yumi also gonna be isolated because of it. This is just complete chaos on the side of MBU. No one is on the same page. No one knows what to do. They're just getting picked off left and right. But suddenly, an opening coming in. They're gonna take down the Akshan. The Wukong almost going down. Music is nice with the curse, but he's gonna go down as well. But it's gonna be an execute.
Ooh, it's messy again. Why don't they put Yumi on Silas? Hecarim always ints it with ult with Yumi on him, and then the fight is distorted. They need to play it slower, put Yumi on Silas. I think they'll be fine. Get that boy going in no matter what. Bags.
Yeah, definitely a very strange fight coming in on the side of MBU, and Rutgers were able to capitalize. Some big numbers on the side of Rutgers. 12-6 on 200 IQ plays. Nispro being 10-4. Even has a stopwatch to buy even more time when he goes for an engage. And this game just makes it look like 0-7 just existed in the game. He's just doing the damage he can. You never loved me though. He's looking for an aggressive play, but he is so deep in enemy lines. He's just going to get absolutely blown up, taking out Nispro though. He is being the front line for the team. He's going to get shoved back, but he's going to flash back in. 3-4 kills. And I think this is it. I think game number 2 ends right here, right now. 26 minutes in. They're making the victory push.
Stali, yeah.
Stali, the only one to defend, does have the hijack available. We'll see what ultimate he steals. He will go for the Omumu ulti. But the problem is, he's just going to have no follow-up. He's not even going to have a chance to use it. He's just going to CC to death. And just like that, game number 2 and the series goes to Rutgers White.
Wow.
Hecarim just pulling the Pulstein Classic over and over. Aggressive.
He got desperate. Yeah, he definitely got desperate. Just trying to look for something. Some sort of opening. But it's just every time, nobody was there to help him. Nobody was there to follow up other than the Yumi. At that point, you're just giving Rutgers 2 bags of gold for free.
I think Hecarim can play patient and maybe clean up fights. Not always have to be the engager.
Yeah, there's definitely other ways to engage. They did have the Silas. He could use the hijack to steal something, but as well as the Mordekaiser, he could have used something to maybe even send someone to the Shadow Realm, isolate a fight, buy time, do something like that. But yeah, but
who's your MVP for this series?
Ooh, that is a good question actually.
I have my candidates.
I would 0-7 is up there. He did his job really well, especially in game number 1. He hard carried that game number 1.
That's true.
And game number 2, he just did his job. He knew what to do as an ADC. He didn't overstep too much.
But he went ghost game 2. I gotta knock him a few points for that.
But
you know he was performing.
I think 0-7 is up there.
All right, fair.
And then, what about you? What's your?
I don't know. They all did well. Predictable with the pentakill. Nispro was consistent the whole time.
Oh, wait, yeah, that also, yeah, I don't know. Predictable.
June was doing well too, trying to peel 0-7, get 0-7 fed against these Yumi lanes. It's a lot of pressure. You have to try to, I don't know.
Yeah, but predictable though. He basically saved game number 1.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna give it to predictable.
Yeah, I think predictable might take this one with the penta to save the game, keep it alive.
But music is nice. Gets an honorary mention.
True. Yes.
For punishing the Yumi. I like to see that.
He has put on quite a show. I hope someone clipped that penta. Doesn't look like anyone did. That is unfortunate.
It'll be clippable in the VOD. It's fine.
It's okay. Yeah, just go into the VOD. Yeah, it's easy. But either way, I think that will be it for us. I'm not entirely too sure when the next game will be happening. But yeah, when that does, when we do receive that news, we will let you guys know in that competitive announcement. And yeah, any closing thoughts?
It's a strong start from Rutgers. I like to see it. I want to see Varsity Black also perform and keep that monk mental.
Very
I know
true.
this team has good mental. The other team I'm a little concerned about, quite frankly. So we'll have to see.
All right. All right, that'll be it from us for tonight. I am Dan, and that was GreedGreg, and we will see you guys another time.
Good evening.
Have a good night, everyone.